Hello, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Keona, and I mainly do diamond painting content. This is a WIP Chat. So this is diamond painting content today. Sometimes I do a little bit of shop content, but a WIP Chat is I work on a work in progress while I chat with y'all. Y'all should know this by now. Y'all aren't new here. You're not new here. And if you are new here, you're not new to this community. I don't know. Either way, here's how we do my WIP Chats. I usually start with some whatever I purchased that week or whatever I received, not what I purchased. Also, this is Magic Potion by Jenoviya Art. It is a massive 168 by 60 diamond painting, which means it is approximately 5.5 feet by 2 feet. This diamond painting is bigger than me, because I'm not even 2 feet wide. I'm getting there, but I'm not there yet. So, this week, what did I purchase? I got 3 items in from Diamond Art Club. Now, we'll save that one for last. That's what I'm unboxing this week. So, we got Children of the Night by Sarah Richter. That's a square painting there. That's 22 inches by 28 inches. And the brightest Christopher Lovell. Yeah, Lovell. Now I'm questioning myself here. The brightest painting I've seen from Christopher Lovell, which is Dolphins. And there's a big controversy about his name, but, you know, I went millennial stalker on him. Not really. I just Googled, how do you pronounce his name? And I found a YouTube video where on his channel, I guess somebody introduced him as Christopher Lovell. So that's how I'm going to pronounce his name. And that is a 20 by 29. And then the third painting I got in that same order matches this painting. It's my next unboxing. It's also my next bigger painting. The Magician Table by Emily Jarig. I'm sorry, I'm totally butchering the name. But look, y'all. It matches Magic Potion. The colors, everything else. So, I'm totally going to do this. And I know it's not a companion piece, but I'm going to treat it like one. I mean, it's even round. So, I get to try the new rounds. Like, different artists, different shape. A lot smaller size. This is a 28 by 22. So, a little over 2 feet by a little under 2 feet. You know, so this is a portion of what I'm doing right now. But I think it's a companion piece. It may be a different artist. It may be a different shape. Maybe a whole lot smaller. But look at those colors and the theme. This is my next painting. Right now is Mermaids and Magic right now. Yes, and Emerald and the Emerald along. And neither of them required a new start. So I can continue with this for now. Alright, also, back on February 9th, Crafty had a huge sale, a make it or break it sale. They were in some trouble. They wanted to save their business and everything else. Let me just get that piece of paper out of the way. You don't need to see that. Oh, that's just my log. I write it down so I can put it in my gem flow. But, so my Crafty order from the 9th of February came in. And we got Flow of Time by Warmtail. That's 24 by 32 square. And I picked up a second one in that same cell. And that is Faces of Fairy 154, which is a 16 by 16 square from Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I do not have a single JBG, so this is my first one of these. And I kind of want to enter the JBG along one day. So now I'll have that chance. So you might see these unboxed after, like I might record an unboxing of one of these, but record a product tour for Crafty before or after that, but release the product tour first, and then you know how I did with DAC. I never want to repeat another thing about a diamond painting. So if I can get all that information into one video, and then just point to it every video that does an unboxing, that would be awesome. So I have enough Crafty I can do that now. I can. So, a lot has happened this week. I am progressing nicely for the diamond painting this week. The shop's going great. We'll get into that during the WIP Chat. I am just going to go and get this all started. Y'all know I have to restart the clip for the time lapse because this is included in the time lapse every week. So, let me restart the clip and we'll get into the WIP Chat. Maybe. I forgot to mention. Accessories. Munimade tray. My own jar trash minder. My own wax minder. PaddyWaxx super sticky. I don't have it on the table, but Randa's Crafty corner putty. I'm in love with my new diamond pin pal pen. I don't know if this came before or after last week. So if it did not come in last week, this is also another purchase, my diamond pin pal. I'm in love with it. I am. Absolutely in love with it. And then for my bigger placing, I have my Enabler Outpost pen. These are the only two hand-turn pens I have, and they're the only two I need. They're the only two I need. Okay? So we've gone through my accessories. Oh, and the section frames are for my shop. Not this color yet. Soon. Either way, these are for my shop. So now we'll get into the WIP Chat. Look at me! Look at me! I don't like to have all that hand waving and everything else in the time lapse. It just makes it's so crazy. So I'd rather just start a new clip. That way it's straight from the diamond painting. So it's been a week and I already forgot half of it. Welcome to my brain. I need to start writing things down. I really do. The shop is going extremely well. I'm extremely happy. Which I keep giving y'all discount codes for the shop. We now have a permanent one for our YouTube channel. It's YouTube 5. So if you don't have a code, you can always try YouTube 5. I have no end date on that, so as long as you're part of this channel, you know that. Okay, I need to move these out of the way. Why are all my 10 placers on the table? I don't know. It is stupid late, because I just spent hours on the phone with my husband. It was... And I'm sitting here telling them, I have a WIP Chat. I saved my voice all day for this WIP Chat. I did. Because if you guys saw the video yesterday, which is now 2 days ago, was a shop update. That took all my voice. It hurt like hell to do. But I did it. I was happy I did it. But I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do a WIP Chat, I gotta save it. Otherwise, I would have done it in the morning. So I saved my voice for this. Just for y'all. Sorry, I'm scratching my arm. It's cold today. I got a hoodie on. My watch is charging, so y'all get my tan line. See? I can get even lighter. I glow in the dark. Just do that. If you ever hear this, it's I get the dust out, and yes, it goes straight onto the diamond painting. I don't care. I don't care. The diamond painting already has dust on it. So we got new items coming into the shop today for y'all. Tomorrow for me. I'm excited about it. Well, it's not really new items. It's one new item. It's chalkboard window frame, or section frames, but they have like a window style. I can't wait. I can't wait. Let me get my color. I like doing this box first over to the right. So it just gets it out of the way. So I'm going to look at my colors. Actually, there is one thing I do first to get them out of the way, and that is these things, whatever they're called. ABs! It's not that they're difficult to work with. A lot of people are like, oh, they're so hard. They steal your wax and all that. I haven't had that problem, but I think it's because of my tools I use. I use that super sticky, which nothing ain't stealing that super sticky. And the fact that I compact it onto the wax minder, make sure it's really in and good, to get rid of all that excess, I don't have an issue. Again, like I said, I think it's the tools I use. And then I also use Randa's Crafty Putty. And I shove that in with tweezers. Good old-fashioned, the back end of the tweezer. Yeah. So, let me get this situated. Get this situated. Right. Excuse me. Burping. It is 10:08 p.m. Oh my god, I am going to be up late tonight. Not really. I might cut this short because of the hour, which means I won't finish this section. Leave me whine like a puppy dog. So, I was on the phone with my husband for way too fucking long. Sorry, I don't like being on the phone. I don't give a damn who you are. You could be my best friend. You could be my husband. But I don't like being on the fucking phone. Text me. I don't like being on video chat. I don't like any of that. Because you've now interrupted my day. I can't do anything while we're talking on the phone. And we got my kids' cell phones, which we will talk about that here shortly. My soon-to-be 15-year-old has had a phone for years. She's had this phone for 3 years now. Her protection plan was up on her 14th birthday. And all she has is one crack across the top of the screen, nothing else. And, you know, it happens. I'm not going to be mad about it, you know. So, after 3 years, I had decided that she needs a new phone. And I was going to get her the S21 FE. And I sat there and I thought about it. And her birthday is April 25th. So, I called her into my office while I was on the phone. I go, let's do some comparisons. We can compare the Pixel Pro with the Samsung S23, not the Plus or the Ultra. And I go, what color do you want? In the end, she picked out the lavender one, and she got a black case, and so she got the better phone for her birthday instead of being just the 21 FE. And my husband got her the 800, wow, 256 gig versus the 128, and that was her birthday upgrade. Either way, she was getting a new phone. She just got upgraded, and that's her birthday present this year. She's not going to get anything else, which means she's going to get little knickknacks. I'm never going to leave her out on her birthday, but you know what I mean. She's not going to get anything extravagant. We do one big gift and maybe a couple little things. It's basically her special day. She gets whatever meals she wants, stuff like that. So, we got her birthday covered, but at the same time, oops, I forgot a whole section. At the same time, Michael, my 12-year-old, is going to be 13 this summer. And the general rule was between middle school, or elementary school and middle school, because of where we live, they would get cell phones. So, where we used to live, they would get cell phones so we know where they are. Basically, it's like tracking. All of their accounts are tracked. All of them have Google sharing on, location sharing. And Michael had one for a while, but it was through my mom and everything else. And in the end, he just did not he did not show the type of behavior that deserved a cell phone at all. He's still not showing that type. But I can't stand him in my house anymore. And like I said, he's not going out all over the place because I lived in the city for so long. I don't care if I live in small town or not. It's small town, it's going to throw you off. And after his e-bike accident back in October, I definitely want him to have a working phone. So I finally added him onto my plan. Do you think he got a Samsung S23? No. He got a Samsung A53, and the only reason he got the 53 instead of the lower version of it is because OtterBox, so he can get an OtterBox case. Look at that big old piece of trash right there. And that'll be coming soon. I got my Amazon order in. My big order for the shop, which is more sticker paper, more label paper, more thermal labels, some boxes so I can do this one project. Fragile stickers so I can put those on the jar minders because nobody's received their jar minders yet, and I'm kind of paranoid about that because I've been sold out twice on jar minders. Like, I've restocked twice early. I said I wasn't going to, but I just went ahead and did it. So I'm paranoid about those jar minders. I did over bubble wrap them, but I didn't have any fragile stickers, so I got those coming. I got ink for my printer. that was the big expensive item. And I got some more vinyl, some more black chrome vinyl, because I want to make some section frames out of the black chrome, but I want to do them labelless, which is a new design that I might bring into the shop this week, if not next week. It's just literally, they are open windows. They don't have the corner. So yeah. And, oh, I got some Dremel tips. Some new felt tips for my Dremel. That's for my resin work. I was excited about that. Is it sad that I'm excited about that stuff? Oh, and I got new pins. I'm obsessed with the Sharpie S-Gel, but the barrel metal ones specifically, so I got 2 more coming. Because I already ran out of ink at the first one, and the refills are stupid expensive, so I'm just going to replace the pins. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put a different refill in those pins and see if it works, because I have a ton of the Pentel gel whatever refills, because that was my favorite pen before this pen. So I'll just see if those refills will fit. Why not? Doesn't hurt, right? So, yeah. I also have a new OtterBox case for my phone, because the rabbit ate my case, and I'm not even joking. Look at that. Look at that. You see the chunks missing from my case? It's not as harsh now. But yeah, the rabbit ate my case. I haven't had a new case in 2 years, so I got a new case coming. I splurged for that. And the big one, the big thing that happened today was we paid off my truck. And y'all are like, where'd you get all this money? Da, 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 da. Some of you may think income tax. We don't get that big of a refund. I'm sorry. No, I have no business losses. I didn't claim any business losses last year or the year before because I wasn't doing anything. And so we don't have a giant refund. My husband used to get quarterly bonuses where he works, and now he gets annual bonuses, so they build up. It's like one big lump sum. It's like winning the lottery once a year. And we use it on... I wish we would use it on bills. I wish we would. But I have a general rule, because I just don't want to deal with the headache. And I will tell you now it's a headache. That I don't want to deal with the headache of... I had plans for this, and you spent it on this, and da-da-da-da. That I'm like, okay, it's your bonus, do whatever you want with it. I don't care. I don't care. That's what the past probably 5 years has been, is do what you want with the bonus. That's how my computers were built. Back in 2020, was he got his bonus, and we built both my computers. So, it's not like I'm not benefiting from it, but this year, I'm like, no. I'm going to step away and say, hey, do whatever with your bonus you want. And then he messages me and goes, I want you to take Sam and Michael to the store and have them spend $100 on whatever they want. And I didn't reply. I did not reply. Because I was like, no. In my head is, I'm not going to do that, but I'm not going to argue with him, but I'm not going to do that. Because Sam is 14, turning 15 next month, and Michael is 12, turning 13 in July. So, you mothers out there are like, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. And it's... Oh, thank God my kids don't watch my WIP chats. And so, that ain't happening. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So, finally, when I don't know what he was texting me, but I respond with, I would rather that $200 you want me to separate between Sam and Michael go to Michael getting a phone line, because last time I went to go add him to our phone line, they said it was going to be a $200 deposit on top of the phone costs and everything. So the whole reason I never did it was because $200 deposit. I can handle the phone costs. It's a $200 deposit, So like, no. I would rather this. Well, I went to go talk to Mom about something with my, what's going on. I'm leaving out of town at the end of the month. We talked about this. And I gotta go to Florida. I gotta take some things down to my family on the southwest coast and then go over to the southeast coast to hang out with friends. Baseball. Baseball! And so I was talking to my mom about that week because of the fact that it's spring break here and the kids don't bother her and I want them to really help her while I'm gone. And so the only time that's best for me to go is spring break anyway. That way I don't have to worry about them not making it to school or nobody being around to help my mom, stuff like that, you know. I mean, I'm still an adult. I'm still on my own, but I got my mom to take care of now. It's weird. So we were dealing with that, trying to plan that out, just to make sure that everything was covered. And my sister-in-law needed a sitter, and it's just, it can't happen. You know, I love you guys. I know my sister-in-law watches some of my videos, so I love you guys, but no. No. I hope you understand it. It's just too much for Mom to handle, and Michael can't keep him under control, and Sam will probably put him in the hospital. Let's be honest. Sam doesn't take no shit. She'll throw him off the balcony. Yeah. Anywho. Sorry about that. I thought that was funny. So I come back into my studio and I had my text messages blow up because I don't have my watch on. Yeah, I could have my watch on right now because it's been charging for so long. And my husband's like, I tried to call you. You weren't answering. I tried to call you twice. Da, da, da. So I'm like, okay. And I call him. And he keeps me on the phone for hours. I have no clue how long he kept me on the phone for. But I know I haven't taken my meds yet. I know that. Mental note right now. Write that down in your damn notepad. Take your meds. And I put an exclamation point. Okay? So I remember. I won't remember. But I'll try to. Then we spent on the phone stupid long. I didn't get anything done. I wanted this filmed by now. I have other things that I need to do. But we got the whole phone thing situated. We got some bills paid. Like I said, paid off my truck because that loan matured last month. And they wanted the rest of the money they were owed. And like I said, good timing for the bonus. And I'm really happy because I still get to keep my truck. I have a Ford SUV. I have a Ford Explorer. So, at the same time, I'm sitting there going, you know, here's things that need to be done. We can't, it's like, look, I get how I've set this precedent for you, and yes, I've taken advantage of it sometimes because of the fact you want to buy me shit. But, look, if you want to buy me anything, I have a cart full on Amazon business, and I totally missed some sections. I got a cart full of Amazon business that you can check out for me, and you know, the kids need clothes. Well, Michael needs clothes, and I'm like, Sam needs her phone replaced. It's been a long time. There's been a crack in it. Michael actually I need a way to get a hold of Michael so he can actually go out there and have a social life and get out of my hair and stop being an asshole to everybody, you know? And so, yeah. Excuse me. He tried to buy me more rings, and I was like, look, I can tell you where every one of these rings came from. By the way, most of them I bought. This one came from a really good friend. And I go, but they all have an issue. They all have a purpose. They all have a sensory purpose. Like, this is one of my fidget rings. This is a fidget ring. I like the way these two feel together, and this has an indent in the middle. And if you have ADHD, you understand 100% sensory things. So it's like, I was like, trust me, if you buy it, I will not wear it. And he goes, well, what about a wedding ring? I go, again, trust me, I don't want anything nice. If you buy it, I will not wear it. Which, I don't think he took that very well, to be honest. Where are we going to start from? Let's start with the C. So, I don't think he took that very well. Because he was, like, grumpy about it. I don't have a wedding ring. I had an engagement ring we bought many, many years ago. We've been together for 18 years as of Saturday. No, Saturday was his birthday. Sunday? What's today? The 5th. As of the 5th. Let's just keep it simple. We've been together for 18 years. We've been married for almost 15 of that. It'll be 15 in July. And it's like, will it be 15 in July? Or will it be 16 in July? I think it'll be 16 in July. I don't know. I don't keep track of that stuff. Either way, I don't have a wedding ring. I had an engagement ring. I took it off to bake cookies one day, and it went missing. We don't know what happened to it, but we had a lot of people in and out of our house at the time, and yeah. So, I just don't have a wedding ring. Don't have an engagement ring, and I'm not a ring person. Ignore the rings on my fingers. That's a new thing, like within the past 6 months. And again, I've been using them for sensory and all that. It's nice. So, yeah, that was today. The gist of today. Yesterday, I felt like shit. I still feel like shit, let's be honest. But yesterday was worse. I had an earache, I had a sore throat. But all I needed to do, and this is like my biggest problem. So now that I have ambition, which I've always had ambition, but now that I have this problem of being over ambitious. There we go. That is going to be the WIP Chat title because we're going to go into this. So I have this habit of being over ambitious, and it is I want to do it all. I talked about it in my shop update. Is I am a hobbyist, and when I mean I'm a hobbyist, if I have the money, I put it into things. Look at how many diamond paintings I own. The fact that y'all are being filmed on a Canon T6 Rebel T6i, whatever it's called, you know what I mean? A DSLR camera that I bought specifically to use as a web camera for Mixer at the time, Twitch later, you know. Actually, no, it started as, I used it to record videos, and then, maybe that was a Nikon. It doesn't matter. Either way, the whole reason I bought it was for content creation so many years ago. I've had it a long time. It replaced the Nikon, which got stolen. But yeah, I've had it for a long time. The Nikon was bought for content creation. Either way, you get the point. I have cameras and computers for my gaming, and a PS5, a Switch, a PS4, and a PS3. The Xbox One S upstairs, which is actually my son's. You know, I have a lot. I hobby. And when I hobby, I go hard. And when I don't have money, I don't buy for said hobby. So don't think that I'm, like, putting myself in the ground here. Actually, sometimes I do. Afterpay is a horrible thing. You know, I have a bad habit of spending a lot of money on whatever I'm focused on at that time. You should see all my stuff for resin right now. I have a pressure pot, which if you've ever looked into that, it's not the cheapest one. It's not the one that you get from Harbor Freight and you upgrade. I have a compressor. I have a vacuum chamber and a vacuum pump for mold making. And resin stabilization. Like I said, I'm a hobbyist. And paying fours are evil. Just saying. So, this time last year, I was getting into the resin stuff, and I spent, after bills, I spent a little bit of money from the income tax on the resin stuff. Again, vacuum chamber, pressure pot, everything else, you know. And I started this whole hobby. But this year, I'm really focused on the shop itself, and I have all the stuff. But then I'm like, oh, I want to do candles. And I'm starting to do all the research in the candles, which if you saw, I think it was a shop update. I don't remember. Either way, I showed these candle books I got. So it's like, and I had to stop myself. I'm like, no, slow down. Because I tend to get overambitious. Again, the resin stuff. Same time last year, while I was working on the resin stuff, I go, I need a 3D printer. I need a 3D printer so I can make molds. But remember, I have everything I need to make molds. The whole reason I wanted a 3D printer was so I could 3D print things and then turn them into molds. Silicone molds. It's like, I could take this right now, I could take this tray right now, and throw it in silicone, and I can make a Munimade tray out of resin. I'm not going to, because that's fucked up. But you know what I mean. And so, I'm like, I need this. And then, because of the fact that I know, do not impulse buy. If you have ADHD, do not impulse buy. Sit on it. I will walk around Walmart 5 times with something in my cart and put it back. I will. Because I'm trying to stop myself from impulse buying. But you get me in that impulse aisle, I got a king-size packet of Mounds right there. That's my drug of choice. Dark chocolate coconut. Did I eat tonight? I don't think I did. Eat something. I got me a list, man. Exclamation point as well. Take meds, eat something. So, that whole time, after paying bills, after paying everything else, there was money. There was money in the bank account for that 3D printer. I looked all around, looked at how I had no space. Right now, I have no space. Right now, if I have extra money, it goes into storage solutions right now. But I look at everything around me, and I'm like, nope, I don't have space for this. And I actually did not buy the 3D printer. Don't ask me where the money went to. Probably diamond painting. Let's be honest. But in the end, I just could not pull the trigger on a 3D printer. It just seemed, something in my brain said there's no need for that right now. And so I'm trying to learn now. I realized I was being overambitious. I need to focus on one thing at a time, which is really, really hard when you have ADHD. Really hard. And for all of you little guys sitting in the background, they're like, we're so sick and tired of her talking about her ADHD. This channel is fueled by ADHD. And if you can't handle it, there's other places on the internet. There are so many channels out there. You can get the fuck out now. Period. Because this is me. This is me. I'm a lot. I really am. I have a sticker idea. What was it? I don't even remember. Oh, I can't reach it. Ah, yeah. Sorry. And right now, I am being a little overambitious about the stickers, but it is keeping me in check. It's keeping me from... It's honestly keeping me from the 3D printer again, and candles, and this and that, and whatever. By the way, the whole reason I bought resin was to make dice. Ask me how many sets I've made. Spoiler alert, none. Not a single one. I got dice molds made for me on Etsy for Christmas from my mom. None. Do you know why? None. One is I have this imposter syndrome where, you know, nothing's ever good enough. But at the same time, I'm really into diamond painting. And when I started the Etsy shop, originally it was going to be for dice. Again, this is where it all started. Dice. I love D20s. I'm obsessed with dice. Do I have one here that I made? No, I don't. Sorry, I can't show you. Sorry. But, hey, I said I haven't made any sets. I didn't say I haven't made one. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need this one right now. I don't need that. I like to grab my colors out and be prepared. And we're gonna need the WS. Now I'm working on these like red orange areas. So, but I was diamond painting after I had bought all the resin stuff, because I started buying resin stuff in probably, I'm gonna say November or December 2020. 2021, sorry. Ooh, I'm missing a year. So I started buying that stuff just to mess around with because it was interesting in 2021. End of 2021. It was probably this time last year, if not a little bit later in the year, like by a month, okay? We're not talking about much later, that I bought my super sticky. This shit lasts forever, this stuff. And I looked up, maybe it was the summer, I don't remember, anyway. And I looked up, how do you deal with the excess wax getting everywhere? There were videos all over the internet about how to deal with your excess wax. Maybe it was February. Yeah. It wasn't the super sticky. It was over wax because I was working on, what's it called? Into Wonderland by Jenoviya Art. And I kept getting wax everywhere. It was pissing me off. This is before I had any special putties and stuff. So I look it up. And everybody said, glue some drills. I'm not even joking. Super glue some drills onto a piece of cardboard. Then take your pen and wipe the excess on the drill. And I was looking at the molds I had. I had these gummy bear molds. I was looking at the UV resin, and I just spent $20 on this tiny little ass bottle. Actually, it was $26, and it was on like a 2-ounce bottle. Fucking ridiculous. I found a better supplier, by the way, since then. But yeah. That's if you go and buy it from a craft store. It's fucking ridiculous. If you wonder why UV resin is so expensive and why the wax binders are so expensive, UV resin. But, so, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I take just a tiny bit of clear and I stick 2 of my spare rounds in. In fact, they were 310 rounds. Welcome to the very first wax miner. That's the very first wax miner ever made. And I put the 2 310 rounds, and then I put a little bit of mica in there and spin it around and made his little paws. Look, he's not even sanded. Oh, this might be the second one. I think I broke the first one. Yeah, the first one was blue, I think, with clear paws. But yeah, this was the first one that I ever inlaid the minder inside of it. So this is the first run of the 2.0, for lack of a better term. These guys. So this is the first run for shop. Trying to figure out a design for the shop. But anyway, so I did that, and I tested it out for the rest of Into Wonderland. Basically, I was just trying to get my mind off things because my stepdad had passed at the beginning of February, and I just wanted to keep busy. And then it worked. It was like, you still get a little bit. You still get a little bit. I'm not talking about it. It does not get rid of it 100%, but, you know, it was like, it would put the wax so far into the pen that it was still usable, but nothing was snatching my wax. I wasn't losing all excess. You get a little bit of residue, but it was nothing. Nothing like you normally would. Like, I won't even try without it. Once in a while, you might see me dip a little bit, where it just coats the edge here, but it doesn't actually get any wax out. just to make the edge sticky. But you won't see me actually put wax in and not use a wax minder anymore. Yep. In my single placer. Never tried anything like it in my multiplacer, and I don't even know how to begin with that. I got some ideas, but again, there was nothing on the market for this. I looked and I looked, and I just wanted a tool, and that was the moment I decided, okay. And because I have ADHD and depression and everything else that I was fighting, I was like, it took me a long time before I actually opened the shop, and I was hanging out in a YouTube channel a lot, and finally, I just did it. I opened the shop. I think it was like June last year. And that's what it was. It was wax minders. Nothing really else. Oh, it had a couple things that honestly never really sold. I think I sold a couple trays, like the little tiny trays like this, like you would put your trash in. But, little odds and ends that were resin, but that wasn't the point of the shop. The point of the shop was wax minders. In fact, that shop, and we had a little burst from that community in June, and that was it. I hadn't really seen anything since then. And I wasn't really promoting the shop. I wasn't pushing it. I showed people my wax minders, but I'm a nobody here on YouTube. I'm a nobody over on TikTok and all that, I'm small. I'm small potatoes. When it comes to the diamond painting world, too, especially. And Miss Crafty, I was showing her I was doing resin work. I was working on some cover minders, which still haven't been released, and I don't know when they'll release because right now my toaster oven's covered, so I can't do that. Again, being overambitious. We'll get into that in a minute. And so, Miss Coffee has been doing a co-working stream every Saturday for a long time. And she saw this cover minder I was working on. She goes, I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that cover minder. If you're wondering, do I have one over here? Oh, I might not. No, I do not. I'm looking for my iPad. What'd you do with your iPad? Keona? And no, the cover minder is not on my iPad. But I could at least show you something if I had my iPad. I have no clue where it is. Like, seriously. What could have happened to my iPad? Yes, I'm scrolling. It happens. This is going to be shown in, like, the time lapse, just, like, silent. See? Look. This is half my iPad. But it's not the iPad half. It is the case and stand half. Well, part of the case. Because obviously the iPad's in a case. Oh, no. Hey, think about it. You came inside. You were playing Raid Shadow Legends. Yes, I play Raid Shadow Legends. Ooh, sip of coffee. Don't mind me, I'm scrolling. You came over. You made coffee. You did. But you had to pee. Yeah, I do this often, where I just retrace my steps and try to figure out. And I'm not going to be able to go that far. I went to the laundry room to grab lids to make the coffee. I didn't make the coffee yet. I had already made the coffee, but I needed lids for my cup. Then, after I got the lid and I made my coffee, I sat down. I don't remember where the iPad went from the back door to now. Keona, pause the video. It's okay. No, I refuse. I'm going insane. I'm letting y'all know exactly what goes through my head on any given day. That's kind of crazy I am. I literally just retraced my steps, did not find anything. My phone is right there. So I brought my phone back in. But I was playing Raid Shadow Legends. I was. Raid Shadow Legends. On my iPad. I came in playing Raid Shadow Legends on the iPad. Or did I leave it outside? Yeah, I could have paused the video by now. Shut up. Mind your business. Haha. Hey, low battery warning. That's what happens when you leave Raid Shadow Legends open on your phone. For God knows how long. Considering we've been going for like 40-something minutes. Anyway, the whole point was this cover reminder right here. It was a complete fail. It was a complete fail. Yes, this is a sticker version. So she saw that and she goes, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need to know where you got that. And I go, oh, I made it. And I told her, I go, it's a fail, color's wrong, da da da. She goes, I like that. And I go, do you want it? And this was over the, not over the summer. This was over again, fall, autumn. And I said, okay, I'll send it to you. Send it to her. Instead, if you know about mom tax, two types of mom tax. There is the mom tax that mom takes, tax the mom pays. But we're talking about the mom tax that a mom pays. If mom gets something, everybody gets something. That's just the way it is. Just like mom tax is, if I make you a drink, I'm going to take a sip of that drink first. Not really. It's, my husband calls it daddy tax, where if he has to open a drink for one of the kids, he'll take a sip out of it first. Handing it back. Like, oh, you had me open it, I get a drink. I'm not that bad. But anywho, and so I was like, I'm not going to send, her something, and not everybody else something. And it was racking my brain for a while, and we had, the Vlogmas go by, where I was doing videos every day, and then I was like going ham on TikTok, which I need to put more time into TikTok, but I don't want to because of everything going on with Congress about TikTok right now. So I was like, that's where my brain's going. Is like, do I really want to put more time into this that maybe banned in a month, But yeah, I got so busy with that. And I had some ideas, and finally, the cinnamon roll thing happened, and I was trying to figure out how to do stickers. People gatekeep so bad. And fuck you if you gatekeep. Like, they don't want to show their techniques, they don't want to show anything. It's like, oh, this is mine, da 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 da. Why did the video stop and, like, lag? Please say this time and silence it. Usually that's what happens. Actually, please say it did silent it, because I stuck my foot in my mouth again. So, the cinnamon roll thing happened, and I was already trying to figure out stickers, and I couldn't figure it out because I had the big problem of the bleeding. Like, the vinyl that I was using would never dry. It said wait 5 minutes. I'd wait 15, 20 minutes, and it wouldn't dry. And so it would just smear constantly, and it was making me really upset. And the cinnamon roll thing happened, and Miss Coffee rated Lauren of Evan and Ross. Great girl, really sweet girl. And I had gone AFK for something, and I came back, and she goes, oh, Keona. And she is already halfway through with this design. She goes, I need to know, can I make a sticker out of this? She was just showing how she would do a sticker and I guess she had asked people if I was around or who did it, who owns the rights to said image, which was me, because I took the image. I took the picture on my phone, on my Samsung Galaxy Note Ultra. Sorry. And she's like, hey, can I make stickers out of this? I go, yeah. And then I ended up giving her rights to the sticker. I still have cover minder rights. I don't have sticker rights right now. Technically, I do, because I didn't give her exclusive rights, but I did give her rights to make the sticker, so I'm not going to be a dick. And she made the sticker, and pretty much my deal was I wanted to know how to make stickers. Because I had been trying to figure it out, and so not only did she show the process on stream, she also told me to go to her YouTube. And I went to her YouTube, and she has one video at this time, maybe two, but only one that I paid attention to. And it was how to make stickers, and what to use, and everything else, and I'm like, yes? And so I think it was more than fair that I let her use my image to make some bomb-ass stickers. And she sent me a bunch. They're sitting in my drawer over here. So I think this was like in January or whatever. But, you know, I have no problem letting her make some bomb-ass stickers out of my cinnamon roll. Because she taught me how to make stickers. And I've been, like, focused on that for a while. And I told Miss Coffee, you know, I told her exactly why she hadn't gotten her cover minder yet. That I was trying to figure out things. And I came up with some things for Orion and Maggie. In fact, the Chaos Heart sticker. So what happened? Sorry. Yeah. And she goes, Keona, you make stickers. Because I had already made a couple fell of the one I just showed you. That one's a fell one. In fact, the cut was wrong. I needed to recalibrate my machine. And she goes, you make stickers. That's what you can do. You can make Mr. Coffee and I Eat crayon sticker. And if you pay attention to the shop, we have an I Eat crayon sticker. Well, that gave me the idea. I was looking at my heart emote from Twitch, and I added the word chaos in the middle of it. Boom. I heart chaos. Perfect for Maggie. And then, of course, Don't Panic just came naturally on a dumpster fire. Come on. But, so I sent her those stickers, and then I had a couple of filled resin pieces of a cat paw and a cat face. They were... I don't like wasting, so I couldn't throw them out. And I know Orion likes cats, but he's allergic, so I went ahead and I sent a cat magnet, and I turned them into magnets. Basically, cover minders without the second magnet. I turned them both into magnets, and I put those in there. And those are Orion's. So he's got a cat paw and a cat face magnet. Also, the Don't Panic sticker. But I left that up to her. You know, I left that up to her. Which I think she is going to the post office tomorrow for it, or today for here, or I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. She talked about it in her live. I think maybe she was going after live. And here I am calling it live now because I've been hanging out with you guys too long. But yeah, she talked about it in her stream. So I think she was going today after her stream. By the way, she said she'd open it on stream tomorrow, so probably. I don't know. I don't know. So if you're watching this and it's not 9 a.m. Central Time yet, which honestly it probably is because you would have to have watched this just at release to get this far and it not be, you know, for it not to be 9 a.m. yet. Miss Coffee's gonna be opening a package for me and she doesn't know what's in it yet, so... Well, I gave her a gist and I told her today about the wax minder I threw in there. I remember the Galaxy one I've been using nonstop? Well, it disappeared like a week ago. Because I put it in that package for her. I set it off to the side, I cleaned it up, I'm like, not going to use this no more. I put it in that package for her. And it's purple, I know she likes purple, I like purple. It's not my favorite color. It may seem like it's my favorite color, but it's not. But, yeah. So, anyway, because of this package I made, Miss Coffee, I'm like, I'm doing stickers now. I've been completely, like, going ham into it. I bought this vinyl that was supposed to be UV vinyl, but UV is not mentioned anywhere on it, and I'm, like, going deep, deep, deep into the reviews of this freaking vinyl. Laminate, sorry. And somebody, like, put two pictures right next to two images right next to each other, and after a year, they faded equally. And it was the same freaking vinyl, and I was like, son of a bitch, if I had just looked this up. And so now I understand why Lauren from Evan Ross doesn't buy her UV vinyl off of Amazon. I've just never purchased anything on AliExpress. So when my mom's expecting me to do candles, and my husband's like, what about the 3D printer, and buttons, and this, and that, and all the things, I'm like, I finally, like, have recognized exactly how ambitious I can be, and how it leads towards my self-sabotaging behavior, because suddenly, if I'm focused on making wax binders, for example, hello, wax binder. If I'm focused on making wax binders, how can I be focused on making dice? And if I'm focused on making tray molds, which, yes, I have one half made, and I've gone through several designs. I've taken a tray, I've built it up with putty. I've done a million things to try to get one the way I like it, and I ran out of silicone, which I got more coming. And this is over a year, by the way. Over a year I've been working on this tray mold. Over a year I've been working on this tray model, and I just looked at the light to my left like I was looking at you through the face, like there was a camera there, when the camera's actually up there. So, yeah. I was like, or it's okay. It's okay to be a little overambitious. It is. You know who I like? Who I think is a little overambitious, but like in a good way? Have you guys seen Only Being Chris? She's a sweetheart. I watch her WIP Chats. Actually, I watch all her videos because she just cracks me up. She's got just under 100 subscribers. She wants to go live so bad. And she's such a sweetheart. She's from Jersey. That's like a free shout out, Chris. I don't know if you watch my videos. I know you watched my unboxing this week, though. You made a comment on it, but it was funny. She followed me on Instagram, and I accidentally clicked on her name, like when I went to go click to see what thing she liked on my Instagram, and I accidentally clicked on her name, and I was like, oh, a story. So I clicked on it, and it was so hilarious. So I followed her, and then I found her on YouTube, and I was putting up one of my TikTok videos, and when you upload a TikTok video, it pops up your friends section, but if it doesn't have anything for your friends, and by the way, my fingers aren't dirty, it's the lighting. I'm just like looking at it. The camera makes them look so dirty, but they're not. It's the fucking lighting. If it was dirty, there would be a dirt ring around my finger, not a tan line, okay? Anyway, look at me being distracted. But, so, when you go and you upload, computer set volume to 1.
I'm having trouble connecting. I'll keep trying.
Ooh, internet's down. Good. My mother is yelling, and it's stupid o'clock. She's yelling. So hold that thought, cause let's deal with that. My mama was yelling like a crazy lady over there. I shut her off, she's yelling. Shut her off the internet. No, Mom. The internet is down. Like, I can see from my computer.
I'm having trouble connecting. I'll keep trying.
Well, obviously, you just heard that, but, I can see my PCs from here, and they have just, like, the empty world, like, you know, when you don't have internet. So my internet's down. No big deal, it happens. And she's just yelling. I'm like, trying to record a video. And she's like, how can you record with no internet? To my local PC, I'm still on a network. And, the camera is wired to the PC. Don't need internet to record. Need internet to stream. Either way. I don't even know where I was at. Oh, let's talk about Chris. Talk about Chris. So, when you go to upload on TikTok, it pops up like your friends and all that, but if it doesn't have anything to show you, it'll say your friends also follow so and so, or this person, whatever, follows you, or whatever, you know. And I saw her on TikTok and was like, what? What? So I followed her on TikTok too. So I followed her on all the places. I think she followed me back. Like, I know she followed me on Instagram, and I know she subbed to me on YouTube. I don't know about TikTok. Let's be honest. I kind of lose track of TikTok. I need to be doing more TikToks. And she's like my type of people. She's like crazy, but in a good way. There's a good type of crazy, okay? There is. Like the one that talks to themselves but doesn't harm anybody. That's the good type. And that's me. Yes. And I really, really love Jersey. I love that whole area. I lived up in New York, like practically Jersey. The reason why I call it practically Jersey is I lived in Chestnut Ridge, New York, before I moved out of New York. So I lived up in the Hudson Valley. I lived in oh God, what's it called? I lived in near Connecticut, like near Danbury, Connecticut, on that side of New York. And then we moved to Cold Spring, which is close to like Fishkill. And then we moved to whatchamacallit? Chestnut Ridge. Chestnut Ridge? Yes, Chestnut Ridge, New York. And that is practically Jersey. My first bank account after I turned 18 was opened in New Jersey. In Montville, New Jersey. There's a fleet there. Well, it's not Fleet anymore, it's Bank of America. But I opened my bank account at the local fleet in Montville, New Jersey. Yeah, I turned 18 up in New York. But I've always loved that area. And I've like, I've been an adult for 18 years. So for the past 18 years, I moved out of New York April of 2005. So, for the past 18 years, I've been trying to get back to New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, any of that. I want to be in that area. But, alas, I'm in Alabama with family, you know. I'm not mad. I'm taking care of family and all that. My husband doesn't want to go to New York. He wants to go to Alaska. Or Colorado. My mama doesn't want to go to New Jersey. She wants to go to Pennsylvania. I think we're like settled on Pennsylvania if we were to move out of here. You know? Like that's like our one agreement. Because my mom can get that lifestyle she likes of being in the middle of nowhere. Sorry, I got that tickle in my throat. I told her I wasn't feeling well. Like, I honestly think this might be the end of Tuesday here shortly because I'm dying. I'll just finish my thoughts. I didn't get into anything going on in the week, though. I'm sorry. It's funny because Tuesday, I ran all over the place. I went to Birmingham, and if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen those stories. I'm always putting up stories on Instagram lately. I'm having a blast. And so... that's fun. I just went on a trip to Birmingham. Monday, my internet decided, hey, I know you canceled the auto pay, but we're going to go through anyway and put my bank account negative. And even though Etsy deposits on Monday, it doesn't go through until Tuesday. So Bank of America is like, oh, you didn't have money? So we're going to take $10 from you. Excuse me. And you coat my throat with a little bit of coffee. And so, while we're like in Birmingham, my mom's like, she bought me coffee and she bought me food and we went shopping and bought me some vinyl for the shop. My mom's like my biggest investor. I love it. I love you, Mama. Yeah, the shop has not made a freaking profit at all. Nope. Nope. I don't even have enough cells to get into Star Seller because you need $300 worth of cells. I don't know if I can say that, but fuck it. Doesn't take much to start a shop to see that yourself, so And yeah, I'm not even that high to get Star Seller. That's the only thing I'm missing, is the sales. And I have 18 orders. 18 orders I've done. Or 33 sales. Which all that, you can see the 33 sales on the shop, so it's pretty public. So, yeah. My mom's like my biggest investment. And when you think about the price, we'll just talk about the Cricut that I own. Or it's my mom's Cricut, but she bought it with full intention to let me use it because I was really fascinated by them, which is another super ambitious thing. I was really fascinated by the Cricut. She had bought a Cricut mug press before we even had the Cricut. And she bought the Cricut mug press. And she's like, let's do stuff with it. And I'm like, but what are we going to do? Don't we need a Cricut? And next thing I know, Cricuts were on sale over the summer. And my mom bought a Cricut. And I've been using it ever since. And it's the purple one. It's the purple one. And I don't know what I had planned to do with it. I don't know. I was going to make a mug store. I was going to make coffee mugs. Do we have coffee mugs? No. Because I'm over ambitious. I got issues. And they're of the emotional kind. They are. I said something today. What did I say? Besides, I'm a lot to handle. Some people can't handle me. A buddy of mine goes, my personality is a lot. And the buddy goes, yeah, but not in person. I go, what do you mean? Which I already know this. If you don't know, when you first meet me in person, I have such high social anxiety. And I've been masking, sorry. I've been masking being normal, for lack of a better term, for years. That I'm afraid to be myself. But online, I am myself. So when you meet me in person, my personality is like this big. Which, if you know me at all, my personality is nowhere near this big. I'm 5'3". My personality is like 40 times that. If not more. I have a big personality. And, my buddy's like, yeah, it would be nice if you had that personality in person, if it just wasn't online. But I think your online personality is 100% your personality, because the fact that when you're hanging out with us in private and everything else, you have that big, loud personality. Like, are you calling me loud? And it's like, my point exactly. So, I think it's kind of funny. But, so, yeah. Monday was probably when we went shopping. No, it was Tuesday. No, it was Monday. It was Monday we went shopping. I don't remember. Huh. See? And this is exactly why I need to write notes. It's okay. My anniversary is kind of... we don't celebrate our wedding anniversary. Well, honestly, we don't celebrate either anniversary, in my opinion. I'd rather not. I'm not that type of person. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. I don't celebrate anniversary. It's like... oh, yay! I'm a birthday person. Birthdays mean a lot to me. I think it's because I am from a broken home. Let's be honest. Man, I'm something up there. I am something. Be it fucked up or whatever. But, yeah. So, I don't celebrate all that crap. But my husband does. And so, he got me an anniversary present. It's a Kindle Scribe. I will have it here on Saturday, I want to say. Because I read a lot of books, and I'm running out of room space on my books, and I got a new book coming too. Like a new physical book. Like, I have no bookshelf space at all anymore. Because diamond painting. And so, I want even more books, and it's like getting ridiculous with how many books I want to read. And it's been on my wish list for a while, but it was like a treat for me. Like, if I ever got to a point to where I could actually pay myself and not just put money back into the business, it was going to be one of the first things I buy myself. But he went through my wish list and he's like, well, out of all the things, everything else on your wish list is all about your shop. That's the way I am. I'm a very practical person. You know, I didn't tell him about the new chair I want because this one's just fine. Again, very practical person. I'd rather just buy what I need and what I need right then than, or what I'm currently aiming for. Again, totally over ambitious. But like I said, that's the title of this fucking WIP Chat. So I'm like, yeah. And he's like, why the scribe and not this one? And I was like, the 10-inch screen, the fact that I can write notes, because the fact that it becomes a practical item. You know, for like $100 more, you get a practical item versus, oh, here's just a book. A digital book. Basically, I couldn't justify something like that for myself, ever. And the only way I could is in the form of the scribe. So that's coming. Again, I don't like, lately, I don't like buying that type of stuff. You know, I like buying my craft stuff that brings me joy. Diamond painting brings me joy. That's my splurge, is diamond painting stuff. The diamond painting brings me joy. But, and so does my crafting and all that. So why do I need to spend money on frivolous things when I'm already happy with what I have? You know? I don't have a lot. Like, come on, the only reason I have 2 pins and not 5 million is I don't have the money for them. The only reason I don't buy every single diamond painting I want is because I don't have the money for it. You know, but I'm fine with that because I have more diamond paintings than I can ever complete. Well, let's see if I can be over ambitious about that. I mean, come on, if you have a diamond painting stash, you are over ambitious. Oh, my throat is tickling so bad. Didn't I say I was going to end this? I said after I finished making my point, and then I moved on to another point. ADHD runs my life and my channels. ADHD runs the world. No. Just my life and the channels. Oh, man. Either way. I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't. It's like, I'm looking at gift horse in the mouth and going, I don't need this. And here I am, like, half tempted to sit there and cancel an order. Like, I don't need it. Am I the only one who's like that? It's like, not to be ungrateful or anything, but I don't need it. I have what I need. I need clothes. I've gotten fat. Alright, I know. Before you yell at me, 170 pounds is not fat. Being 5'3" and 170 pounds is not fat, it's thick. But when you've been 108 pounds your entire life and you put on all this weight, suddenly, and you've been sitting in denial and avoiding mirrors, 170 is a lot and you feel fat. And I'm trying not to be, you know, get an eating disorder or anything over it. I mean, the only reason I don't eat is because I forget, y'all. And that's ADHD. I love food. In fact, you know what I had for breakfast? I had biscuits and gravy with bacon and eggs. And it was sausage gravy and hash browns and little mini hash browns. And technically there was grits there too, but I didn't eat any of that because I wasn't in the mood for grits. So I don't have an eating problem. I have a problem forgetting to eat. And I think that's actually what's not helping the weight, is because, like, my body's in starvation mode. Step it. I'm coughing right now. Sorry. You were supposed to stop at the last color. We'll keep going. We've been live. Look at me thinking live. We've been going for over an hour. It's past 11 now. I feel like shit. It's starting to catch up with me. It really is. I told you, I saved my voice all day just for this WIP Chat, and that phone call, like, completely threw me out of it. Because then I'm stuck on the phone, and then if I don't talk, and it was a Google Meet. I know it's not called Duo anymore, so it's Google Meet. But still feel like I have to talk. And yeah, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. I don't think I'm able to talk much anymore. I don't. I just restarted the clip so we can do the end here. It is 11:15. I am not doing good. My throat's getting worse, and I can't talk anymore. So I think I'm gonna not empty this, but finish this color in the time lapse, for Thursday, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the transfer between computers because this is on my little PC, my mini PC. I'm gonna transfer it to the big PC and do the editing because again, the internet may be down, but the network isn't, for lack of a better term. Maybe it's the network. I don't know. I gotta fix the internet too. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm so sorry that I sound like shit and that I don't have the same energy I always have. If you like what you saw, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Here, we'll zoom out a little bit so you're not so up close with my fingers. If you like what you saw, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more, there's a subscription button down below. Here shortly, it'll pop up right here. Just like if you want to catch any more videos, you can go over here. Yeah, I love those little pop-ups. Oh, man. I don't even have anything to pop up in the eye, so I think I'll just have the entire DAC magic potion pop up in the eye at the very beginning of the video, so you would have already seen it. Please, leave a comment down below. I talked about a lot of things, but mainly ambition. Ambition. So I don't know if I'm going to call this over-ambitious or ambition or whatever. It's the thumbnail. The thumbnail has the title. You would have already seen it by now by the time you get to this. Tell me anything. Leave a comment down below. I like hearing from y'all. And 9 times out of 10, after I've read your message, you're going to get a little heart from me. And that's just like, hey, I saw your message. If I don't have anything to reply, which, again, I'm socially awkward. So if I don't have anything to reply, I'll just give a little heart, like, hey, I saw your message. You weren't forgotten. Like, I just went through and I went back and there were ones I had seen that I hadn't hearted, so I went back and I hearted them. Now, there's this one, something talking about nukes in one of my Powerpuff Girl ones. I think it's Powerpuff Girl unboxing. I did not heart that. I'm like, nope, you get no heart. No heart for you. Either way, again, thumbs up, subscribe. It should be right here right now. Clicky, clicky to watch more videos. And leave a comment down below. I'm getting out of here. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. And I hope your Friday is going to be fantastic. And I hope your week was great. Bye. Where's the power button on this thing?